Immune System Stand-Up Comedy, starring your very own T-cells. Picture your immune system as a stand-up comedy show. It's a mixed bag, really. You've got your neutrophils, the bouncers of the group, always first on the scene. Then there are macrophages, the cleanup crew, hoovering up anything that looks suspicious. But the headliners, the real stars of the show, that's your T-cells, folks. These guys are the sharpshooters, the assassins, the ones who take out the trash and make sure the jokes keep coming, except sometimes they bomb. They get confused, attack the wrong targets, and turn a night of laughs into an autoimmune disease disaster. That's where CAR T-cell therapy comes in. It's like sending your T-cells to comedy school, teaching them to be funnier and, most importantly, to stop punching down on your own body. CAR T-cell therapy. It's like Uber, but for your immune system. So, what exactly is CAR T-cell therapy? Imagine this. Your immune system is like a taxi service and your T-cells are the drivers. They're great at picking up fares, bad guys like viruses and bacteria, and taking them down. But sometimes they get lost, pick up the wrong people, healthy cells, and cause a whole lot of trouble. That's where CAR T-cell therapy comes in. It's like giving your T-cells GPS, a super specific navigation system that guides them directly to the bad guys. Scientists take your T-cells for a spin in the lab, give them a little genetic upgrade called a chimeric antigen receptor, CAR, and boom, you've got yourself a fleet of supercharged, highly trained immune cells ready to take on anything. Cancer's worst nightmare, CAR T-cells, are here to throw down. Now, CAR T-cell therapy isn't exactly new on the scene. It's been making waves in the cancer world, showing some pretty impressive results against certain types of leukemia and lymphoma. It's like sending in a crack team of ninjas to take out a mob boss. Precise, efficient, and surprisingly effective. But here's the thing. Cancer cells are like the regular villains of the disease world. They're bad, sure, but they're also pretty straightforward. Autoimmune diseases, on the other hand, are like supervillains with complicated backstories and a knack for disguise. They're trickier to target, and that's where things get interesting for CAR T-cell therapy and multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis. Can CAR T-cells take on this autoimmune foe? Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is a bit of a jerk to put it mildly. It's an autoimmune disease where your immune system, those hilarious T-cells we talked about earlier, decides to attack the myelin sheath, the protective covering of your nerve fibers. It's like wrapping your phone charger in sandpaper, not exactly ideal for a smooth connection. But what if we could retrain those rogue T-cells, turn them from villains back into heroes? That's the big question researchers are asking right now. Could CAR T-cell therapy, with its ability to target specific cells, be the key to stopping MS in its tracks? The price of progress, side effects, and dollar signs. Now, before we get too carried away with the CAR T-cell hype train, we need to talk about the downsides. Like a night out with your rowdiest friends, CAR T-cell therapy can come with some side effects. One of the big ones is something called cytokine release syndrome, which sounds a lot scarier than it actually is. It's basically a massive immune system overreaction. And then there's the cost. CAR T-cell therapy is like that fancy new gadget you really want. Incredibly cool, potentially life-changing, but also likely to put a dent in your bank account. Making it more accessible and affordable is a whole other challenge, but hey, at least we're talking about it. A future free from MS hope on the horizon. So, is CAR T-cell therapy the magical cure for MS we've all been waiting for? Not quite. At least not yet. But it's a promising avenue of research, a beacon of hope in the fight against this often devastating disease. Think of it like this. We're in the early days of a medical stand-up comedy revolution. The jokes are still being written, the timing needs work, and there are bound to be a few awkward silences along the way. But with a little more research, a lot more funding, and maybe a few more T-cell comedy workshops, who knows? We might just be able to laugh MS out of existence.